All right, thank you. Hey, Ryan, thank you for doing this. Welcome to Seattle. This is Mike Benton with the Kraken Audio Network. Um, First question, given that your career was spent a lot in New York and then for the short term in Colorado, at this point now of your life and career, what does coming to Seattle first off mean to you?
Yeah, I'm really excited. A team that seems like they're up and coming right now. They got a lot of really good young talent mixed in with some, maybe some older guys that are really good players. So, yeah, I'm just really excited to join this team. Just try to help build a culture there of hard work and winning. So yeah, I'm just really excited.
I think as a follow-up here, you coming from the same team that Capo Caco came from as well. What's it going to be like, you think, getting him also back in the same room?
Yeah, Capo, one of my favorite guys I've played with in my career. Just such a good dude. Everyone loves him. Such a hardworking, such a great player. I know as soon as he went to Seattle last year, he really took off and played really well. So yeah, I'm excited to be back playing with them and just really excited to see him again.
Hey, Glenn Dreyfus.
Hi, Ryan Glenn from Davy Jones' locker room. Most of us mere mortals, when a flying puck is headed toward us, we try to get out of the. I'm wondering how you trained yourself instead to get in its way, and how painful a way is that to make a living?
Yeah, well, I think, maybe coming from a family of goalies, my dad was a goalie, my two older brothers both played goalie. Just might be in my blood a little bit. Yeah, it can be painful at times, but I think I just try to do anything I can to help the team and whether that's block or shot or just do whatever. And I spent a lot of time on the penalty kill over the last couple of years, and I think that's a big part of it too. Is getting your body in front of the lane and yeah, just doing whatever you can to help the goalie.
And is Charlie happy that you're in the Western Conference now?
Uh, yeah, maybe a little bit. It's always fun when we got to play against each other. It'd usually be about four times a year. Um, it was always fun to try to put one by him. I never did, but we'll still play him two times. The next couple of years. So there's still a couple opportunities, but I know he's just real happy for me. He's been such a big part, of my life and my hockey career, and he was with me this whole process, and I think he was just really happy for me to end up in Seattle with such a great team.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Erica, you're next.
Thank you. Hi, this is Erica with Locked on Kraken podcast. Welcome to Seattle. I wanted to ask you a little bit about how you find it most effective when either yourself or teammates are coming into the team. How do you like to get integrated, and what are some of the things that you feel are important when getting to learn new teammates?
Yeah, obviously I had that just a little bit ago, going to Colorado for the first time, and just meeting a bunch of new people, and I've had guys on Seattle now reach out to me, and I just think it's things like that make it easier, and you go there and you meet new guys, and just try to be yourself, and just try to fit in with the group. So I've heard nothing but good things about all the guys that are there, and I'm just really looking forward to meeting those guys.
And you talked a little bit about, knowing that this is a team that you think is effectively on the come up and things like of that nature. What do you think it is about your style of play that could help a team like Seattle, and how do you hope to be impactful on the ice? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just, I'm not going to change anything about my game. I just want to go there and compete every night. Do the best that I can, and do what I can to keep the puck out of our own net. And obviously, that's my biggest role is being that defensive defenseman, that penalty kill kind of guy, and just try to do my best job with that and chip in offensively when I can. But um, so many great defensemen on that team, so many guys I'm going to be able to learn from, and hopefully help out as well.
Okay, Bob, up to you.
Hey, Ryan, Bob Condor from the Kraken. Welcome to Seattle. We're excited to have you come come to town. A couple things. One is, how did you avoid the goaltender position in your family?
I tried it when I was really young, probably 5 or 6 years old. I think I let in, probably 10 or 11 goals. After the final goal, I kind of laid there on the ice, was crying. My dad had to come out, get me up, and ever since then, I never put on the pads again.
Nice, nice. You talked a little bit about getting to know the guys in the room, but you did play a lot with Adam Fox and went over to Colorado, had a new partner. What's that like for you to sort of get a new partner or in camp probably play with everybody and then coaches will decide who you're playing with. What sorts of things are you trying to do to build chemistry with whoever that might be?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting to have that new opportunity. Like you said, I played with Foxy for a majority of my NHL career, and that was a lot of fun. But now it's time to move on and play with someone new. And like you said, I think it starts right in training camp. Everyone kind of seems like they play with everyone throughout camp, and um, yeah, you just try to build chemistry. You try to see, what works with guys, and just gotta try to figure it out, whether it's in the practice or the games. But yeah, like I said, I'm just really excited for that opportunity.
Thanks.
Darren?
Hey Ryan, welcome to Seattle. I'm a fellow Burnsville-born person myself, so good to have you here. A question for you is this last year, you spent so much time and so much of your career with one team, with the Rangers, and then you moved to Colorado. Now you're moving again to Seattle. I mean, just how much of a whirlwind has this last year been for you personally, and what have you kind of gone through and learned from it?
Yeah, it definitely has been. Yeah, I spent the last 6 years in one spot, and then you wake up one morning, go to the rink, and find out you're moving to another team, and um, I think a lot of emotions go through that. Obviously at first you're very sad to leave that team, but you go to another team and realize just meeting everyone, and when you start playing games, it's a blast, and it was a lot of fun to do that in Colorado and have a good team. And now finding out that I get to go to Seattle and kind of start that journey all over again, where you meet a bunch of great new people and kind of start fresh. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Thanks.
Curtis?
Hey Ryan, welcome to town. Thinking back to last year, what do you think went well for you? What do you think didn't? And how do you feel you are physically at this point coming here to Seattle?
Um, Physically, no issues there. What went well last year? You know, I think as any season goes, it's a roller coaster. Some stretches are good, other stretches are where you're not playing your best. I think looking back on last year, I broke my jaw to start the season and in training camp, and that was a long, hard process to kind of get back from that, and maybe it took me a little bit to kind of find my footing when I did come back, but um, I think when I did, I thought I played well, and there obviously there's going to be hiccups throughout the season, but I think I played well, and then going to Colorado, I thought I did well. So, but yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster no matter what the season is, and you just got to battle through it.
And you got to play a Lane Lambert coach team several times there when he was with the Islanders. What kind of stands out to you about his style of coaching and the teams that you faced when he was on the bench across from you guys?
Yeah, really good teams. When we played those Islander games, they were hard fought, and they're always hard to play against, and so I'm really excited to play for him, and talking to him yesterday, it was a really good conversation, and just excited to get it going.
Anyone have any other questions for Ryan?
Ryan, can I just ask what the LN on your hat stands for?
It's Lakeville North. It's where I grew up, and we do a kind of like a Ryder Cup golf weekend every summer. It's Lakeville North versus Lakeville South. So these were the hats we got this year.
Gotcha.
Well,
Again,
who
just
won?
reiterating the Burnsville piece, just
Yeah,
disappointing
yeah.
to see that. That's what you have on your hat. I thought that's what it was. So
Yeah. Lakeville South won this year, so it was disappointing.
Thanks for doing this, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right. That's
Thanks,
it.
Ryan.
Thanks so much, Ryan. See you
Hey,
in
Dee.
Seattle soon.
Hey,
Yes.
Dee, can I
Yes.
sorry, I couldn't raise my hand. Can I ask one quick question?
Yes, please, please.
I apologize. Hi, Ryan. I'm Allison Lucan with the Kraken. Welcome to the organization. We're happy to have you. Obviously, defense is a hallmark of your game, but your penalty kill with New York was also able to be really aggressive and be impactful offensively. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on how, as a four-man unit, you guys were able to accomplish that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. You got to be a four-man unit out there. You got to have people knowing their responsibilities. Working in tandem when there is a loose puck and knowing where your support is. And we had a really good penalty kill in New York. We did a good job with that. We had a lot of selfless players that were, able to do what it took to keep the puck out of the net. And, it's something I'm really hoping to help with in Seattle.
And I'm sure you heard this from Lane and also from Jason, but obviously the Kraken want to be more effective defensively net front. You talked about this a little bit already, but just explain the mindset that goes into protecting that dangerous area of the ice.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, that's where goal for. The forwards are doing anything they can to get there. And, there's a lot of big, strong bodies out there that, it's hard to keep them out of the net front, but, you got to battle and do whatever you can and tie up sticks. And like I said, it's such a big area of the game. And it's important to be hard and strong in front of your net.
Awesome. Thank you. And thanks, Dee. Sorry.
No worries at all. Thanks again. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, everyone else. See you in Seattle soon.